Alright folks, how you doing? Hero of None here. We're going to be doing a review of the Dark Brotherhood, and more of an overview to give people that don't read the forums a audio version of as well, that follow the channel and all that stuff. We have a lot to go through today. I apologize if I mess anything up. There's a lot that changes, there's a lot that has gone on since these last few weeks, and we're doing this right before the release of it because, well, it's a little bit more accurate to what it actually is going to be on live, but also time constraints and all that other stuff. Now, normally we would start off with like an interview or something else like that with ZOS employees and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that at that time, or this time. In addition, I couldn't secure a co-host, given the time constraints of everyone. It's summertime, people have things to do, it's understandable. So first though, we're going to be getting into new visuals. We have 3 new motifs, Thieves Guild, Abah's Watch, and Assassins. New hats and personality items, a direwolf, new pets. Personality and hat items also will be sold. So, first thing that we're going to go into is the motif stuff, because a lot of people are asking, well, I want to take a look at the motif items here, and what do they look like, and all that other good stuff. So, first off, we've crafted a whole bunch of stuff here. I'll try to get through a lot of this here. First off, we can probably start off with this. I believe this is the Thieves Guild set here. As you can see, you have a full new sets here. And anything Quicksilver here should also be Thieves Guild too. That kind of looks badass right there, compared to a lot of the other ones there. Let's see the great sword here. Looks like a solid chunk of steel. Two-handed maul. Let's see this. It just doesn't. Just like that just looks like you're taking a signpost and whacking somebody with it. Sword. An axe. I don't really understand why the axe is like red when everything else is like this cool little like cobalt steel type look, but less. Oh nope, that's the wrong one there. That's why it's rubinate. So that's the Thieves Guild stuff right there. Oh, I should have put on, apologize for that. That's heavy armor as well. Put that helm back on there just so you guys can see that. Sorry, hide helmet. Shadowspun, Silverweave. Here should be the light. Being all sneaky like. And let's see, where is the medium here? I believe there's a superb stuff here. Superb stuff, of course, looks a lot better. Don't really like the way the shoulders float on this. I think they need to adjust it a little bit more. But this is all available in the next patch here when you do stuff in the Thieves Guild. Next up, we have, I believe it is... How can I... Oh, I almost forgot the the shield stuffs as well. You guys can yell at me for that later. You can see there, you got a nice shield there. Now, you have the outlaw symbol on here. I don't really know how you're supposed to be sneaking around with this up, but we just go with what they give us. The bow. Not really interested in the bow. Not great with the bow here. The destra, there's one of the stabs here. Not bad. But let's see what we can move on to with some of this other stuff here. Alright, I believe the assassin is the ancestor. I want to show off the... Yes. Show off this. Get some of the void steel up here. This is the watch stuff. The wheels watch stuff here. So you notice it looks a lot like the PvP armor because it is the same style. So if you're getting Vicious Death or Fury or Lecky stuff, it's going to look very similar. I think almost the same. Show that and that. Of course, it doesn't want to show both at the same time here. Sword. Great sword. Ba-bum-bum. Da-da-dum. Just can't imagine like trying to carry that around and not have it catch on everything you walk by. Alright, so let's see here. Nightwood, Inferno Staff. Yeah, the wheel stuff here is just like pointy. That's the best way I can explain it. Let's see here, mahogany, Nightwood. Bow looks like it's a toothpick and it's gonna fall apart. Of course. Oh, let's take a look at the back there. Pretty. And I think there was one other... No, actually we already went over that stuff. We should be going over the little light armor stuff next. Shadowspun and Hide. Let's do Shadowspun first. Nope, Shadowspun. Oh yeah, Jerkin and that actually looks pretty cool right there. At least the mask. The mask looks a lot cooler than the other ones I've seen. And where's that Shadowspun Jerkin here? So you can see the pants. Alright, let's show the Shadow Hide. So this is medium armor as well. And this is all the Abah's watch stuff right here. The wheel was wearing this during the Thieves Guild and all that stuff. And you get this the same way as you get the Thieves Guild stuff. You do stuff inside the Thieves Guild area. You can get the motif items from either doing the lockboxes for the Thieves Guild stuff, or the Abah's Watch stuff here from pickpocketing guards, which is probably going to be pretty hard. Alright, and finally in the hit parade for this fashion show is going to be the new Assassin's gear here. Let's start off with the Assassin's Ancestor stuff here. And some of the Rubedite stuff. One-handed. Okay, the dagger looks pretty badass. Looks like a freaking fish gutter. Axe, not too bad. Light armor. I mean, the light armor here almost looks like it's medium armor compared to some other styles. Let's keep on going through some of the things here. The two-handed axe looks a little bit small compared to the other ones there. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but kind of small. Yeah. Let's take a look at the great sword. Yep, another gut wrencher here. See that little point at the end there? So you stick it in and you just like slice off with the rest of the barb. Okay, the mace and the sword here will be next. Okay, the mace looks a bit like a meat tenderizer. The sword, kind of just a exaggerated version of the dagger. See the maul. Oh yeah, that's a nice look to it, but it looks small compared to like the other stuff that we're looking at there. Like comparison here. Just look at the Quicksilver Maul here. Look how much bigger that is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing it differently because I'm expecting bigger things. Ruby. Okay, that's kind of cool. They got the skulls on the handles. So they got serpents on the two ends. And the quiver actually looks nice because it's like pointed downward like it's an actual dagger. And let's see what else here. What else here? Inferno staff. That's... I don't know. The hand at the end, I mean... Yeah, this is the Dark Brotherhood, so like the hand is a symbol, but as the staff, I don't know. I don't know. I was expecting like a skull or something at least. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I being too harsh there? My judgment. Let's take a look at this here. Let's equip. Get that one mace there. Okay, the shield looks freaking badass with that hand right there. Yeah, I kind of like the shield there. Definitely like the shield. Don't like it's floating on my arm, but definitely like that. That definitely gives a Thieves Guild type of feel to it. Alright, currently we're in the Ancestor stuff, so let's take a look at some of the other stuff here. We should be looking at ruby, leather, and... Oh, probably should show off the robe. Robe's not bad. Keep on hitting the wrong buttons here. Alright, let's do the Rubedite. That looks thin for heavy armor, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, they're... I mean, granted, it is made to be small and, like, thin, but, like... I wasn't expecting it to be that thin, like, trim, you know? I don't know, it doesn't look bulky like the other ones. Like, even the shoulders, look at the shoulders. The shoulders actually just, like, sit on and just, like, curve down into the arm. Which would be actually more realistic than others, but, you know, if you're... I guess some WoW people might be upset that they're not getting their big, bulky shoulders or something like that. Let's take a look at the Rubidoux here. Yeah, the Rubidoux is also kind of low pronounced here. It almost looks like others, like other armors, like light armor. You know what I mean? You got daggers here that you'll never be able to throw. I'm actually surprised I don't see, like, daggers, like, strewn about, like, across the chest, like Rambo style or something like that. But, hey, this actually looks pretty good. Now, you get this stuff by completing the Thieves Guild quest stuff, and, by getting kills with the Blade of Woe. The Blade of Woe is in one of those new items that comes with the Thieves Guild, and is an insta-kill thing that kills off, like, various NPCs in the land. And you get dried blood that you can eventually work up into this new stuff here. That does look pretty nice there. Now, in addition to the new visuals, so that's the 3 new motifs: Thieves Guild, Abah's Watch, and Assassins. We also have new hats and personality items. Now, what those mean is we're going to... Let's see here. Go into the appearance here. Okay, so we have our standard costumes, okay. Drifting Sands tunic and sash. Vested interest. City Island tunic dress. I apologize if I miss any of these as well. I'm trying to make sure I get them all. Cyrodiil's Gentry town gown. Probably should be showing off the back of these a little bit. Desert Gala overdress. Imperial City tunic. Very Romanesque in this. Priest in green. I think this might have been one of the new ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. Remember waterfront casual wear? Show off those guns with those lack of sleeves. Shrouded armor. Actually, is this a Thieves Guild one or no? Can't remember. This might have been a Thieves Guild reward. I apologize if it is. Thieves Guild leathers. Trethane. Trinimax Penitent Knight. Nope, that's another one there. Sorry about that. Trethane here. This is ceremonial gown here. Let's take off these two here that we can actually show without something in the way here. And finally, Toxin Docker. Which I actually love this one. Though, kind of surprised it's the first time they brought this into. Now, in addition to that, we also have the new hats, and guess what? They've changed it so now you can actually take your costume and put it on top of your hat. So like, let's say you want to use Cadwell's gold helm. That goes with the actual costume you're wearing at the same time. You have two new ones that are coming in here. I can't pronounce this, but maybe you guys can correct me here. Sylvanari felt boycotte? I can't do it. And the Zen Vengeance Kiss Me Not cap. I swear to God, they make these things long as hell just to make you have to say it all. Freaking ridiculous. Like, they can't just say, like, pointed cap. But hey, it's nice that you can actually, like, get some of these things and mix and match them. Now, if you could only dye them, it'd be a lot better as well. Also to note, this will also work with any skins that you get. Soul Strithens, Dromothra. But it will not work with Polymorphs. So if you want to use a skeleton, won't work. Polymorphs will overwrite it, and you can't wear something else with it. But if you take it off, automatically puts it on there. Now, the other thing they put in there was the new personalities, assassins. This is the first one that we're getting with this series. This will probably be added to as they go along. As you can see here, our stance has changed. We're kind of casual and laid back. But the eyes have always looked very herp-de-derp on the Khajiit in the PTS. I don't know how this is going to be on live. I'm hoping they're going to fix some of it. As you can see here, like, the eye just doesn't... It doesn't work for me for some reason. Alright, that doesn't, eat. Yeah, the Blade of Woe doesn't show with this. Though it's supposed to be down on our side here. I think the costume is preventing it. You see it, like, popping in and out there? See if we take this off. Again, this is PTS, so things were not working. Big surprise. Maybe I need a weapon installed to have it actually show up. Who knows? Yeah, just put that on there. Just see if we can get this working. Nope. We tried. Supposedly, like, the personality here will work with different animations differently than, like, your standard one here. But for whatever reason, it's not working exactly how I want it to on this. Now, let's see here. So we covered 3 motifs, new hats and personality items. Oh, direwolf mounts and pets are the last one there. Skipped over one there. So, just to show off some of the new mounts here. Yes, we had that selected. This is your new wolf mount for getting the expansion here. Now, it usually growls here when I do this, but whatever. So this is a new one that's going to be coming with the DLC if you get the Collector's Edition there. So you see, it comes with the new pet. Now, the other thing... Actually, I can probably show this a little bit better off inside the Crown Store here. You get one of these little buggers following you around here. Let me get myself to the beach here, that way I'm not, like, sinking into the grass. Little annoying little buggers just following you around here. Domestic side. Nothing new there. Covenant Badger's one of the new ones here. Though, I don't really understand why anyone would want a badger. This is just to say badger, 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 badger. The Sep Adder. And you can buy the Nyx on its own. The other thing they don't show here is the Lynx, which was in the notes that it was coming, but just currently not here, I guess, for whatever reason. Mounts, not a whole lot new. This mount here. And that's pretty much it for the visuals there. If you guys have any questions or anything else like that, go ahead and put them in the comments down below. I'll try to get to them when I can. But that's some of the new visuals that are coming out with this next patch here. Alright folks, Hero None here again. Just giving a supplemental addition to this, because I never really show off male stuff here, so guess what? Same stuff, male side. This is the Thieves Guild set here, or Thieves Guild armor. Big bulky shoulders on that one. I don't think I really showed the axes and the daggers off. They basically look the same on either character model. Yeah. So we'll just focus on the armor for this one. He looks more badass when he's trying to punch somebody anyways. But again, the shoulders, like, just floating on top of those, Seriously, like, it's almost like they're alive and they're ready to, like, jump off his shoulders. Makes no sense to me. Let's see here. Silver weave. This is the light armor stuff right here. So this is with the jerkin on. And the robes. Just gonna see here. And now the superb. Again, shoulder pads trying to jump off them. Knee pads. All that good stuff. Let's take a look at the Abah's watch stuff. Void steel. Bright blue. Pointed head. Almost like he's wearing an acorn, really. Alright, let's take a look up here at some Shadow Hide. Do a little bit reverse order this time. This one looks more like an acorn squash he's wearing. And then Shadowspun. Oh wait, Shadowspun, yes. There we go. As you can see there, that's the jerkin and all that. Let's get ourselves on the light here a little bit more so you can see if I have too many shadows in the way. And let's show off the Shadowspun robe. So, that one just gives you a little bit of a skirt to wear with it, and that's that. And finally, let's show off the ancestor stuff here. This is the light armor here. Assassin's Guild motif. Show off the ancestor side. So light armor with that. Let's see here. Rubedite. So again, the Rubedite, I mean, most of these, the shoulders are very subdued on it. Doesn't show off that much. Couple daggers here. And let's show off the Rubido. And that's it for the motif styles there. Both male and female there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little supplemental.
Yeah.